North Korea has shipped 50 tons of supplies to Syria that could help the murderous Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad make chemical weapons. One dictator helping another. That's according to the reporting of our corporate cousins at the Wall Street Journal. They're citing a United Nations report. Forces in Syria agree to a 5-hour pause from fighting in one town there near Damascus, a suburb of Damascus, where Syrian government forces have been apparently using chlorine gas in attacks. We have some video and images from some of the destruction in our slideshow this afternoon, and this is what's left in one neighborhood in eastern Ghouta. Syrian forces have been pounding the town repeatedly with airstrikes. And this right here is just after one of those strikes. You can see the cameraman walking through the destruction and all the dust. Some carrying stretchers as the smoke rises all around them. And some photographs now. This one is from a nearby town. These people looking for survivors inside a destroyed building. And here, 2 children sifting through the debris inside a home in Ghouta where 500 people have died in just the last week as Syrian government forces repeatedly drop bombs on that town. Our national security correspondent Jennifer Griffin is live for us at the Pentagon. Hello, Jennifer.
Hi, Shepard. Well, that ceasefire that was supposed to take hold never really took hold today, and 400,000 civilians remain trapped in a suburb of Damascus under threat of Syrian airstrikes. The head of U.S. Central Command, General Joe Votel, explained today on Capitol Hill how Russia is standing in the way of any ceasefire.
Moscow plays both arsonist and firefighter, fueling tensions among all parties in Syria, the Syrian regime, Iran, Turkey, the Syrian Democratic Forces, the United States, and other coalition partners, then serving as an arbiter to resolve disputes.
Meantime, that 200-page UN report that outlines how North Korea has been skirting sanctions and sending components to Syria for chemical weapons comes as the White House accused Syria of employing chlorine bombs and terrorizing hundreds of thousands of civilians. Sarah Sanders said as much yesterday at the White House. The Syrian Air Force, however, doesn't need chlorine. It has killed, as you mentioned, about 500 civilians in less than a week, bombing the very suburb of Damascus where it used sarin gas in 2015, Shep.
Well, the head of Central Command is speaking out on this matter. What did he say about bases in Syria?
Well, what he said was that after the Iran deal, Iran has been sending missiles and setting up bases in both Yemen and Syria.
The increasing not just quantity but quality of their ballistic missiles and the export and movement of those capabilities to other groups and locations around the region.
Fox News obtained these exclusive satellite images showing what is believed to be a new Iranian base 8 miles northwest of Damascus. You can see 2 new hangars there. Inside those hangars, Western intelligence sources tell us are missiles that can reach all of Israel.
There have been reports that we've seen facilities, for example, being built in Syria, reports in open source Iranian missile facilities.
Countering Iran is not one of the coalition missions in Syria. That said, I think one of the most effective things that we can do in this particular area is build strong relationships.
General Votel said in the past 5 years, Iran has successfully created a proxy network in Yemen, similar to what it took them 20 years to create in Lebanon with Hezbollah. Shep?
Jennifer Griffin reporting from the Pentagon. Thank you, Jen.